Well, hello there. This is going to be a very special episode of the BOLTGUN, where I am going to run through and grab some secrets and also talk about some stuff related to Warhammer. But first, a message from our Interdimensional sponsors. Hey, I'm not from Detroit. Oh boy, wasn't that just fantastic? Let me tell you, no one gave me permission to use that video, and my Interdimensional sponsor just said, hey, go ahead and do it. And I was like, okay. I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta listen to your benefactors, right? Sometimes when they come from beyond the stars, they will know a thing or two. And man, let me tell you, me being a large Fluff cat, technical term really, Fluff cat. How did you? Thank you. Greatly enjoys running around with a chainsword. And you know, man oh span, mano can. I'm playing on Exterminatus, because Exterminatus is fun. Usually I play the game and the videos on medium, which I don't know why, because when I play it by myself, I play pretty much exclusively on Exterminatus difficulty, because it's just the most fun, I think. Hey, how you doing? Oh, you... I thought I had time to get him all sublimed, but it's okay. Oh, hey, Holy Bolter. Thank you, Emperor and Makali, for this delicious gift. I will use it in the proper fashion, which is to eliminate people. Which I think is that's a good use of it. Let me tell you. Recently, I have read the Dark Imperium series, which is the one where Ghillie Man is... Ghillie Man is the coming back and stuff like that, and he's like trying to you know, get started on his Indomitos crusade and all that fun stuff. And oh hey, secret. It's not that secret though, because I know about it. Thanks for the contempt. Whoop-it. Whoop-doo. Hey, how you doing? Are you good? Hey, would you like a sword? And I have to admit, it has made me think that Gilman is maybe at least a little bit cooler than I thought he was. I mean, not like fantastic or anything like that. He seems pretty cool and fairly reasonable. However, he's silly for not recognizing the glory of the Emperor. But you know, like, I kind of get it. He has like childhood trauma and stuff where he's like, oh, Emperor, you did not love me as dad. And he's like, yeah, I made you in tube. I made you in tube. How can I love what I make in tube? Is like, you know, not even real. Not even real, baby. I cooned on some clay, and then I put it in a tube, and Astarte, she did some magic on it. It turns out that he thought that that would work, but Astarte was just doing, like, magic stuff, or like, biological stuff. She knew what she was doing. The Emperor didn't. He's kind of weird. But hey, if I've learned anything over the last few years, it's that you're not really supposed to question the Emperor, because he's like big smart or something. Oh, dang it. that wasn't a good start. Is there a way to... I want to restart the level because I messed up. It turns out there was, because there was an autosave, so that's good. We're gonna do this one better this time because I don't want to lose. Yeah, I didn't want to lose a bunch of health for no reason. Well, a bunch of health and all my contempt, because my contempt fuels me, but not really. My love and fluff fuels me actually. But I have yet to find a mod that will install love and fluff. So I will continue to look and see if we can turn the contempt into love and fluff. But you know, I don't know. Maybe I can find some cool boy modders and be like, hey, I'm looking for a cool girl modder so that she can give me cool fluff and stuff in game. Do y'all know anything about that? And then they'll be like, well, we could do it. And then I'll be like, no, I wanted to be a lady. I wanted to be a lady because I want everyone to see that I support women in the video game arts. You know, sometimes you got to do that. Excuse me. Come on. Stop shooting at me. You don't understand. I need to support people in the arts. Actually, it doesn't really matter if it's a lady or a boy or a lady boy or anything else, really. I mean, heck, it could be a dragonfly. Do any of you know any good modding dragonflies? I mean, I would hire. We don't discriminate here at Catte Industries. We willingly purge all of heretics. It doesn't matter if you're a Slaneshi acolyte, or a Nurgle acolyte, or a Tzeentch acolyte, or a Khorne acolyte, or a Malal acolyte, or any of them. I'll run up to you and I'll be like, hey, are you a son of malice? Hey, that's pretty cool. Do you see this head on the ground there? Would you eat that? And then, you know, after you've asked them the question, they might eat it. You never know, though. I think the first doing things. I think the first secret on this level, if I remember correctly, is not too far up ahead. Oopsie. That wasn't very good. I think it's past this. I'll have to see. Imagine if you were that guy. What a terrible fate that would be. Being that guy. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, I probably didn't even use both grenades for that. It's fine, though. Because there's grenades right back there. It's fun to deal with heretics with grenades, because they never really seem prepared for it. Heck, a lot of times I see them throw grenades, they kind of seem like they're doing it in an attempt to get me, but then they miss me. Oh, that was a plasma renegade. Stop that. You guys can actually kind of hurt me, and I would prefer it if you didn't. Oh, wait. Oh, well, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I think the first one here is, it's basically full contempt right behind that, if I'm remembering correctly. Or I could be remembering wrong. Hey, how you doing? But yeah. Gilman seems pretty cool, although he's certainly not my favorite Primarch. Although I think the Lion, once he came back from his weird nap time stuff, he was pretty cool. Full contempt. Delicious. I thought there would be some health here. Guess not. Go around this side just to be sure. But yeah, no. I think the lion. The lion's pretty cool after he came back. I greatly enjoyed him. He's like self-aware now and seems like he can be written a little bit better. And he seems like he kind of actually understands why, you know, people don't always listen to him and that he messed up. And all of that leads me to go, wow, why is the lion so the cool now? And then it's like, wait a minute, he's not the cool. He's just like, you know, not a terrible character. Oh no. My one weakness, a character that's written well. And then I was like, wow, okay, you know what? He seems like he's kind of a cool guy. I mean, I think one of the weirdest things about like the Horus Heresy and especially the Primarchs is that they go from being, in some cases, very well written and interesting characters to just being like absolute try hard butt munches at like the drop of a hat, and that's kind of weird sometimes. Thank you for standing there. But, ooh, thank you. You gotta turn these two... Oh, excuse me. You gotta turn these two levers, I believe. There we go. But yeah. I mean, honestly, I understand. Like, I was talking to somebody and they were kind of complaining about how, like, for instance, in a lot of the Chaos books, Chaos characters basically get written as, oh, well, we're not really evil, but kind of evil, but not really. And it's like, oh, you know, I kind of understand that perspective. And, you know, to a certain extent, I can agree that sometimes it seems like it's kind of a waste of an Aura of Doom, but that's fine. Let's see if I can find at least one guy to shoot in the head with a very angry aura. Nope. Oh, I can! There we go. Thank you. You made it so it wasn't a complete waste. And honestly, that's all I ask. Hey, I should be dodging more. The aim on the Heretic Astartes sometimes in this is kind of really bad. But, yeah. It was interesting because, you know, for instance, I've always really liked, the Khan and Alfarius. Alfarius, the more I've read about him, the more I'm just like, wow, Alfarius is the coolest. But I think a lot of that can be boiled down to he just seems fairly reasonable. And, like, I don't know. It's weird to me how often you encounter the Primarchs, and as you read about them, it's just like, oh, your whole thing is just that you're not really reasonable. Which is like... I want to say there's... Oh, there is totally a thing up there. Three? I may have missed... Well, I'm not sure. I will continue on. For now. But yeah, like... Alfarius just being, like, reasonable, and then in his book, there's a part with a lesbian couple, and, like... he's a cool guy to them. And it's like, wow. Could you imagine Gilman being a cool guy to a lesbian couple? I bet you could, because he would also probably be a cool guy to a lesbian couple. I don't really think any of the Primarchs would mind something like that. But you know, like he was a cool guy to them, and he like helped them out and stuff. And I was like, okay, I like this boy. I like this boy man, this genetic boy man. You know. This genetic boy man is absolutely cool in my book. I wish to get... So I actually already have played, at least for a little bit past this point, on Exterminatus. Oh, hello. And I've gotten full... Excuse me. I've gotten full kills and thingy. I don't actually need to come up here and get this because I'm already... max, but you know, I just wanted to come over here so I can get the kills and things. Oh yeah, frog time. Oh, you know what? I kind of feel like I may have missed the machine spirit. And by the machine spirit, there's the, there's the other thing. But there's... I could have sworn I heard it, like a guy getting startled type of sound. Oh, there was guys getting... Yeah, you know what? I think I did, so I'm gonna go back it just a little bit and see if I can... Or maybe it wasn't quite yet? See, because there's a... I'm pretty fast, so thankfully this shouldn't take too long to check. But there should be, like, in one of these tower-type dealios... Oh, I don't know why. I guess I thought I had to get a... key for it for some reason. But you don't! And then you get the machine spirit. And then you do this. Ooh! Vortex grenade! Yes, that's all secrets. All secrets contained. I am the best cat for secrets. Actually, I'm really not. I'm a babble mouth. Babble mouth. But yeah. The Khan is pretty cool. I like the Khan, but he's not in much of the Horus Heresy, really. The books he's in, I think he's pretty cool, and I like him. And he's at least reasonable enough to see that the Emperor is like a totalitarian monster, but at the same time, it's like, at least for what's happening, it's like, okay, I either have to join you, or like my people are just gonna get like annihilated. So I guess I'll go along with it, you know? It's like, you know, not a great choice, but you know, there aren't really too many good choices in that particular situation. I'm gonna save my Kraken ammo. If I remember, I think on Exterminatus, there's like a Terminator at the end of the... Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of like talking to at least some of the primarchs and trying to figure out like why are you doing. So like they're written the way they're written. They're supposed to be like these super brilliant peoples, right? And you sometimes they just do actions where you're just like, why are you being so dumb? Actually, you know, oh. Hey, it wasn't just a Terminator, it was also 2 regular Heretic Astartes. I was considering using the Vortex grenade, but I was like, I don't know. I don't really think it matters if I save it. Actually, no, I think I can use it on the next level, I believe. So, but yeah. Okay, here. Contempt. Let's see. Here, you take this one. Then you take this one. Oh, dang it. But yeah, I suppose, like, in terms of, like, legions, it does seem like the Ultramarines would probably be one of the best ones to be in, because it just kind of seems like you don't have to do as much. It seems like you can be a fairly reasonable person. I also like the Salamanders, I guess, but of course everybody likes the Salamanders, so that's not really a surprise. Vulcan is cool. I like what Vulcan does to Magnus. That was funny. It's like, Magnus is like... Okay, so mild spoilers, but Magnus is like always a whiny guy, and he's always like, oh, let me tell you about how I'm truly the victim in all of this. And then he just gets smacked with a hammer, and that's pretty good. I don't remember what book that's in. But, oh my goodness. %. 98%? I left somebody somewhere. Oh, there's a couple of guys behind there. Now it's 100%. Yay! The health you end with on the back of the level doesn't really matter because you always start with the same amount, but I want to see if I keep my Vortex grenade. I don't remember if you actually keep the Vortex grenade. Vortex grenade is definitely worth keeping. Grand Catte Alliance. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like primarchs I really don't like. Magnus is one that I've never been able to really enjoy. Like every time I try to, I think this will be the last level I go through before I quit the video here. But like Magnus is one I always try to like, and I feel like in concept he's cool. But then like you see his actions and you're just like, oh Magnus, honey, why are you being so bad? And then everyone's like, no, Magnus did nothing wrong. Magnus did everything wrong. He continues to do everything wrong. He's always doing the wrong thing. It's like his favorite thing to do. Actually, you know, the funny thing is I think it like with Magnus, it is very specifically like an arrogance thing where you're just like every single time he does something, it's like the only reason you're doing this is because you think you're so smart that no one else could possibly understand what's going on. And even with the attempt to warn the Emperor, it's like, why did you do it in this way? Although I feel like there was probably actually a reason in the story, I just don't remember what it was. Maybe it was a good reason. Was I supposed to pick up a shot? No, I think... No, shotgun is later in this one. But yeah, wait, let's see. Let's just see. Okay, I do still have my Vortex grenade. Let's rock on. But you know, like... Ah, that didn't work. Jeez, plasma gun cultist just deciding. He decided to take matters into his own hands, into his own explosive having hands. But yeah. I mean, Magnus also goes for like the chaos god that I like the most, which is Tzeentch. I like the magic and the spooky and the scary, sherry stuff. That stuff's really neat to me. I like, usually when I play Chaos Space Marines, I do Mark of Slaanesh and Mark of Tzeentch. Like Mark of Slaanesh on my melee units and Mark of Tzeentch on my, shooty units. And just because those are my two favorite gods. I like Slaanesh in the sense that I think you can do some really interesting things with the idea of just like being a god of excess in general. Because I think you could be a god of excess friendliness too, if you really wanted to be. Just like really excess friendly. Oh my god, that's a friendly fire! You know what I mean? Or something silly. I also really like the idea of like having a giant Slaanesh board that is just like a big rave board basically, and it's just like a giant outdoor rave that the worshippers of Slaanesh have decided to create. I think that would be kind of neat. Oh, there's a pink one back there too. Alright, I need to get better about. Huh. Need to get better about dodging and stuff like that. This goes around to there. But yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. And Tzeentch, like, I always really enjoy getting to the bottom of things and learning new information and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty neat. To have that guy in your back pocket and then be like, hey, I want some secret information. Of course, he's like a big silly Billy, so he's gonna confuse you and send you on random goose chases and stuff like that. But I still enjoy it. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, it's fine. Because there's a grenade right here. And if I use the other one, I have another one right there. Yeah. Okay, ready for this? I was. I don't even know why I'm using. I guess because I can. Man, that's good. But yeah. I don't know. I guess Fulgrim as the Primarch is one that's like, I find, like, when he was loyal, I just found him kind of bland. It just, like, I don't know, just the way he was written wasn't particularly interesting to me. But then, like, as a Slaanesh Primarch, I kind of feel like he at least, one of the only positives I'll say about him is that whether it's in the Horus Heresy books or in the Fabius Bile type books, it seems like he understands that the gods are just playing a game with them all, and that it's just like messing around and why not indulge yourself. And like, and that's not to say that the way he indulges himself is like correct. Oh, yeah, that's right, machine spirit on shotgun, because shotgun is cool. Go this way, go this way. Excellent, cracking rounds. I like me some cracking rounds, I like me some fire dragon rounds, I like all kinds of rounds. But yeah, so Oh, dang, I'm dumb. I jumped right into that bullet. Okay, last time I did this, there was a shotgun cult. There he is. There was a shotgun cultist that stayed like right there the entire time. I was like trying to figure out why I didn't have 100% kills. Then I finally found him. But yeah, Mortarion is like a silly Billy. I kind of like reading about Mortarion just because it's funny. I don't think they're like trying to be funny with him, but like sometimes in the in like the Plague War book and the what is it, Godblight book, Mortarion and Kugoth talk, and you're just like, this is just like comedy now. Why is it suddenly comedy? It's like they're cartoon villains, which, I mean, hey. Wait, where? Oh, hello. You're not gonna sneak away again, buddy. Boy. Maybe that was the one that got away from me last time. I really like this shotgun, man. But yeah, the Angron is very interesting in a tragic character kind of way. It's also interesting because Angron has the whole thing with like he has this little monologue where he talks to Gilman and he starts talking about how like you don't know anything about courage and honor, you just serve this like horrible tyrant because it was convenient for you, basically. I'm really butchering it. I'm not gonna try and go into, but like how basically Gilman had like the easy street and he just chose to like damn mankind to a bunch of servitude under the Emperor rather than damning it to servitude under some chaos gods or whatever. It's like, it's interesting. And I think Angron is an interesting character when they let him be a character. But of course the whole thing is, well, we have to put his nails in him, so he cannot always do the talking. Sometimes he do a smacking. Lorgar is still one of my favorites just for like, I think like story motivations and as a character, he's just very, very interesting. He kind of gets put down a dumb rabbit hole though. I mean, like, honestly, all the primarchs are kind of dumb. Like Gilman gets to be a little bit cooler when he comes back. So does the Lion. Dorne is just like a brick wall like the entire time. I don't think most of the time with Dorne I kind of like almost want to skip out when on like if I'm listening to an audiobook and he starts talking. I almost want to skip out sometimes, but I don't, because I try to just make sure I'm keeping abreast of what's going on. And occasionally he says semi-important things, but I don't know. It's very interesting to me how many people really like Dorne. Although, you know, there's nothing wrong with liking Dorne, and I'm not saying like, oh my god, your Primarch is lame. It's just like, from like personal tastes, man. But like, hey, if you love Dorne, coolio. I'm just saying, I don't really get it. Let's see, 83%. Okay, well, yeah, there's still people around here. 87%. Okay. For health, I don't need to pick up more. I think Perjurabo has moments where he can be an interesting character, but like they often don't let him be. It's this weird thing where like, is Perjurabo bad because people treat him poorly? Or is it more like the reverse, where like the only reason people treat him poorly is because he's such a dick? It's like, I don't know. He's kind of an interesting character, though. He has some interesting scenes and stuff, and like, I kind of like him like towards the end of Slaves of Darkness, where he's just tired and he just wants to wrangle up this. He just wants to wrangle his brother into this so that they can be done and just like do the thing and move on. But like, no, it has to be difficult. He has to go through all this stuff to get through to the end, and it's like, oh my goodness. But you know, I'm trying to think, who's my favorite Loyalist Primarch? Because it's easy. Lorgar and Alfarius are the two Primarchs that I think are the most interesting to read about. And it's like interesting to read about their, like, Lorgar's exploration of the warp and this twisted religion that he comes up with, and it's like all messed up and everything. But it's interesting. I think, and Alfarius is just like a really interesting guy. He's really cool, and he also like, he just proves like the practicality of situations time and again. I don't like Kurz. I don't really like Corax. Corax is fine, I guess, but he's not like a favorite or anything like that. I think out of all of the Loyalists, the Khan is still my favorite Loyalist, I think. He at least seems to acknowledge the Imperium for the horrible trap that it is. And 99. Okay. So it's something interesting about the kill percentage. It goes up based on what is currently spawned in the area. So, or what is currently spawned. So, if you go through, the percentage will change because it spawns more things. But because this is the point where I'm not really going to be going back, I mean, I could, because it's an elevator. It's good I just check to make sure. Alright, there's a couple of secrets over here. I'll show you this one. But this one is going to be a Vortex grenade. And it was funny, I still have my Vortex grenade. So that just means we get 2 Vortex grenades, which, hey, that's a-okay by me. Secret discovered. Oh no, they found out that I'm actually a cat. And then now they're doing an investigation to see, do they even let cats into the Space Marines? They will when I get through with them. Oop, excuse me. Oh, dang it. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, the con is probably still my favorite. The lion almost became my favorite. I think the lion and the con now, like the lion now, not during the crusade. During the crusade, I do not know what they were doing with that character. He seemed bad. Oh, jeez. He seems like he's kind of bad. There's Terminators up there. That'd probably be a good place to put my, Uh-oh. A good place to put one of those Vortex grenades. Alright, need to go get some more help. Also, there's a plasma gun there, but for right this moment, I don't really need it. I guess I could. Oop, gotta be careful. At least a little bit of health back. Yeah, I should probably just use this at this point. Hell, I'm gonna. Oh, cool, that just about did it. Oh, I also only get the secret if I actually use it, so I have to do it anyway. Oh, I guess everything's dead. Praise the Emperor. There's health and stuff over here that I was trying to save so I could do that. Whoop. Excellent. But yeah, I think the lion, old lion, is my favorite loyalist primarch, and so is Jakutai. They're like neck and neck, and just like Lorgar and Alfarius are neck and neck as well. I really like those guys. A lot of the other primarchs, man, I think they're okay, but they're not like super great. You know what I mean? Jiminy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and hey, we got, so that was all the secrets for the first 3 missions, and 100% kill count. And all that good stuff on Exterminatus while I babbled about Warhammer stuff, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, bye-bye. Also love you, goodbye, bye. Love you, bye.